And here we start off day 6 of the Tokyo 2005 trip in Ikebukuro. Now, this is sort of a, not lower class, but like things are a little bit cheaper here, a little bit less pricey, etc. And it doesn't mean there's not neat stuff to see. It's just kind of like, you know, if you were to go to San Francisco or something like that, that would be like Shibuya or Harajuku or something like that, or maybe even Shinjuku. Ikebukuro is more kind of like, you know, Sacramento or San Jose or something like that. You know, it's still good, just not as, you know, pricey and fine wine, dine, etc. You know what I mean? Anyways, so the first thing that's neat here is that there is a gigantic Mona Lisa actually painted on the side of this building. And here's more of a shot of the general area I was in. And right near that Mona Lisa is, again, 50 million bikes. Another shot of people walking around, etc. This building we're going to be in here in just a little bit, it's called the Seibu building, and it's basically a gigantic, and I mean really gigantic, shopping center. All the above floors, like ground level and above, are basically stuff like clothing, blah, 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 etc. But what we're interested in is the underground floor. Also, I love that sign just sticking out in the middle of nowhere. It gets loft. Another gigantic building, just very, very tall buildings here. A lot of business here. You've got Nova, which is the company that gets people to go teach English in Japan, etc. A McDonald's, a dude just standing there texting back when texting was first getting popular. This game is an arcade, and they did have nice arcades there, but this one I in particular had to take a picture of. I'm going to get a little bit closer here so you can see it. It's called Type Tunes. And what you do in this game is, you can see there's a keyboard there on the screen and also on the game itself. And what you have to do is songs, Japanese songs, again with Japanese lyrics, are sang in the game, and you have to type them out as they're sang, or sung, sorry. Now, this is a lot harder than it sounds. I mean, just load up your favorite song right now and try typing out the lyrics to the song as the singer sings it. Unless you're listening to something like, you know, Weezer or, I don't know, like something really, really slow, you're not going to be able to do it, I'm going to bet. Or you're going to have a really hard time at doing it. Now, Japanese is going to be even harder because, unlike English, where you can tell, like, the minute you hear a word, you know, like, you know, exclamation or xylophone or whatever else, you already know the rest of the words, so you can just be like, bleh, and just, like, blow it out. But in Japanese, it was basically just, like, typing random letters to me. Even though I know the language, I'm not going to be able to think about it that fast to be able to do that. So I just got decimated on this game. It is one of the few rhythm games I just cannot even remotely do, so. Now, this is what I wanted to show you all. Is in the underground floor of this shopping center, there is an enormous grocery store. And it starts off with this place named Pumpa. But then you can see, I mean, this is just one walkway of it, of all the stuff here. Here's another area with a bunch of greens, etc. Here's another area with a bunch of food that I don't even want to begin to think about what half this stuff is, because I don't know, and it looks a little bit disturbing. And then even more of this food, which I really don't know. And, oh, it says kimuchi, so I guess it's kimchi. So, it's kimchi. I don't know what the hell this says right here. This is that a John Kimchi? John? I don't know what the hell John could be. John Kimchi, it's the dude's name. It's like John Redcorn. So, and randomly a pair of scissors here, because they're not worried anybody's going to pick that up and like go like on a killing spree or anything like that. So, more stuff here. I believe somebody once told me in a stream this is like fish, I think, or something like that. Just big old rows of fish. I could be wrong on that. Something neat here is the way they encase fruit in these little tiny nettings. It's pretty cool. Kind of a waste of material, obviously, but still really neat looking. So it's aesthetically pleasing. A bunch of spices here. I got some like green tea and stuff like that and brought it back to some of my friends. They have pretty much every single spice you could possibly think of. I got this stuff right here. Again, you know, not really sure what this is. Could be chicken. I can't read this because it's halfway cut off, so. These look like cookies, but they're probably not. Although these definitely look more like cookies. Again, I can't really read this. It says Yoridori. A shot outside of the shopping center once I've exited. Again, just glowing signs everywhere. More glowing signs, etc. This is a hell of a picture right here. He's talking about freedom. He wants you to have it. He's fucking ready. Another shot of the buildings. This was kind of interesting. They had a Drummania machine here, and that's my backpack down on the ground. And this is a really interesting seat. It's like a seat meant for 2 people, maybe? Or, I don't know, but it's just a really interesting seat. This is at a Wendy's. These were like the kids' toys they were giving away. I forget if I got one or not, but I did take a picture of the cheeseburger, and like pretty much all other fast food chains that, you know, are in Japan, like Wendy's and Burger King, KFC, and everything else, it tastes like 5 times better than it does of its American counterpart. I don't know why, it just does. It literally does. It's not just because I'm in Japan or whatever, it really tastes a lot better. Of course you don't have to get a picture of this. Outside of a Sega arcade, you get a gigantic Sonic and a dude in a costume that I don't know what that is from, but it's probably from something. But this dude was like going around going, hey, what up, man? Suck my dick. And so, another picture of a gigantic building that's glowing. You're not supposed to have cameras in arcades, but being that I was a foreigner and a tourist, pretty much most arcade operators looked the other way and didn't really care because they probably figured I wouldn't understand what the hell they were saying anyways, even though I would. This is a picture of a gigantic TV here showing Tekken 5. Again, remember this is 2005. And it's notable now that arcades in America, the few of them that still remain, are actually starting to do this, but the Japanese have been doing it for the past, 8 years. Again, much more arcades, the screens, etc. are up there. I don't know what the hell this means. Probably sit at the thing instead of standing at it or we'll kill you. Many more games. Escaluda was there. Escaluda 2, which I just recently started a series on my channel, etc. Amazing shoot-'em-up game. A lot of people playing shoot-'em-up games there because it's an actual popular genre there, unlike when in America it's like Dead, etc. Note the roof of the arcade. Like a lot of arcades in Japan, they don't really give a shit about the actual design of the interior. They just know if we got games and they're good and we take care of them, people will play them. Great marketing strategy. I had to take a picture of this building because of the staircase. Just loop straight up. It's a gigantic karaoke slash pool slash, bowling, everything else entertainment center. And discount amusement with a gigantic ribbon on it. And another shot of everything. And of course, I had to get the picture of the Hello Kitty store where it says, your friend forever. Now, this picture is notable because it's not only a street band, which is actually somewot popular in Japan for banjikas to go out on the street and do this. And they're really good ones, too. They're not like shitty ones. But I actually got lost and could not find the train station at this point. So this is where I was waiting for a taxi to pick me up, which I believe you can see some there in the background a little bit, and get me back to Shinjuku because I had no idea how the hell to get back. And the taxis, as I think I've noted before, are very fast. They only cost about $1 to get you wherever you want in inner Tokyo. So those are really, really nice. As long as you can see the name of the place you're going, you don't need to know any other Japanese. So there's a taxi. I think I'm shooting this outside of the taxi window. And now we're back to the beginning. So if you, again, want me to cover something specific, please let me know. And I will do my best to cover it. And otherwise, I hope this series is entertaining for y'all and you're learning stuff and finding out stuff you might want to see yourself when you go. But do note that this is 8 years old, these pictures. So a lot of the stuff may have changed, been completely torn down, whatever else. They really, really do not have buildings up for long in Japan. So, but that's it, and I'll see y'all later.